Everyone, welcome back to the next video. So in this video we will be continuing about how to create REST APIs with Golang and GoFiber. So in the last video I have shown you how to create how to register a user as well as create new user. So I'll just register this new user. We get a token, right? And if I try to use the same for login, I will get the same token. Now I'll just copy paste this token, and so this is an API which I have created, new API which I have created. So it will help us to fetch the user from his token. So if I just pass the token which I have received, I can get the user details. So as you can see over here, now the user ID is 2, as we saw over here. Now this is another API to get list of all users. So but you would require a valid token of any of the users. So here you can see I'm getting list of all users. Now here, given that the user ID is 2, I'll just update this. I'll update this token as well. And if you want to update any part, so suppose what was the last name? Last name was ABC. Okay, so I can update the last name as JKH. If you want, you can just update the email or just update the first name. I'm just updating the last name. Okay, why it is saying, oh okay, sorry, because I just copy pasted it. Okay, this should be updated user, but the user has been updated. Okay, I'll just show you. If I go back to this get API endpoint, here you can see last name has been updated, and this is for deleting the user. So I'll just copy paste that same token again. Okay, and I'll just paste it over here, and then the user will be deleted. Oh sorry, it should be 2, right? So the user is deleted. Now if I try to get, here you can see I'm getting an empty list. So let's see how to do this. So first you will have to go to main.go, and here inside controller you will have to create a file called usercontroller.go, and inside usercontroller.go first to get all the users, I have created this all users method where I'm getting an array of users, and all you have to do is just write database.db.find @users, and it will give you list of all the users. Now for getting a specific user, it requires an ID, right? So if I want to get a specific user by its ID, okay, just a second. This is for all users. Okay, I think I might have made a mistake. Okay, I'm not using this API endpoint of get users, I guess. Update user and delete user. And how is this get user used? This is just user. Okay. So I'll just add this as well. So I have already shown you this user in last video, right? Suppose if I want to get it by user, and it takes an ID, right? So I think not this, but this should be something like this, and I will have to change the API endpoint. I don't know, users. Okay, and we'll have to pass this ID as well. Okay, so and over here I can just pass users 1, and it requires the authorization header, right? So I'll just add authorization, and here I'll just copy paste this bearer token. I'll just have to restart my server as well. Oh sorry, I deleted this user, right? I'll quickly create one new user. Oh okay, so the server is starting. Okay, server is started. I'll quickly create this new user. I think the user ID would be 3, right? Because we already deleted 2. I'll just update this token as well, and here you can see I get this user. Now here I'm just taking both the ID as well as the authorization header. Your wish. If you don't want to pass the ID, you just want from the authorization header, I have already shown you in the last video of how to do this by this user functionality. Okay, so use whatever makes sense for your project. So here I'm using user controller. So here I'm just getting the ID, and from that particular ID I'm getting the particular user. I'm writing the database.db.find this particular user. But given that, if you see in routes.go, I have added this after this middleware is authenticated. That's why the token is necessary. And if you see over here, I have added all the routes. So if you want, you can just copy paste all this route as well, and they are all added after the middleware is authenticated. That's why they all require the token. Now for updating a user, again I require an ID. I get that particular user, and once I get it, I parse it, and if there is any error, I just send the error. If not, then we just use the update method of our database.db model. And for deleting a user, again we get the ID, and here we generate user out of it, and then we just call database.db.delete user. Okay, next also I have made some refactor. So here I have added this set password and compare password method as well. Now this code is exactly the same which we were using inside our authcontroller.go. So if you see my authcontroller.go in register, I have commented out all this bit of code, and I have just replaced it with set password, and I'm just passing the password. So if you see the set password, it does the same thing, like bcrypt.generate from password. So you can see over here. Now the next thing which I change inside login, I'm just calling user.compare password. No, sorry, utils.generate JWT, I guess. Sorry, even I am getting confused. Sorry, compare password, right? So I just call user.compare password and pass the password, and yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.